or the little bandits right here, he will pull his army back. Stay in the ground. If he breaks. Now, when they start running in like that, just knock the mess out of them. Hello everyone, I am Panickn and this is Manor Lords. So with the recent update, we restarted our first village, and now after restarting, we have taken over our first province within our second episode and defeated 3 bandit camps already. So we are moving at a much faster pace than we originally were. Good things couldn't be bad things. We'll have to see how it all plays out. Don't forget, there is spoilage, crossbows, fish, salt, and many other new things in the update, including the Unreal Engine 5 that we are on. So this is the start of our little town here. As you can see, our little village. We've already got a pretty good start. We are claiming that first territory. So in the process of doing that now, and that territory is right down here. As you can see, it has a rich salt deposit, so that's going to be the main thing we're going for. It also has stone, berries, wildlife, and clay. We have all of those except for the berries, of course, and it does not have an iron deposit. We have a rich iron deposit here, so we should be good for a while, and we're going to be looking at taking over the next territory soon. We might grab this one right here, Waldbrand, because of the fishing capabilities, although we have a very rich one here, so we'll just have to see. It does have a rich iron deposit there as well, and a rich clay deposit, so it could be very beneficial to us to grab that one as well. As you can see, these are the mercenaries that the Baron had sent in to clear out these camps. This is one of my units that we just finished clearing out that camp and is now heading back home, so they'll be back with us soon. They should be heading home anyway. Let's make sure that they are. They just need to walk. They don't need to run or anything like that. Just let them get on back to the home county. Now, speaking of which, let's see how things are going here. We do not currently have anyone working in these 2 locations because we have so many people at the farmhouse to get this field going for our wheat. But we are doing good on fuel. We're at 11 months supply. We're going to keep that going. I'm not going to do anything to try to slow that down or stop it if at all possible. And the reason being is because that was a big issue with us in the previous game, is we were all constantly running out of food. I mean, running out of firewood. So hopefully now that will be fixed. We also have our 2 little vegetable gardens right here next to our wheat field. If I'm not mistaken, look at that. We can extend this wheat field out. It's not a great yield possibility here. It's kind of low actually, but that's just because of the area that we are in. Just not very fertile land. Our church is just about finished, if it's not finished. Well, they are working on it. It's just about done. They're building the fence along the edges now. Our influence is at 80. We just spent 1,000 acquiring the land to the south of us. Again, I have no one in the storehouse or the granary. We need these homes built up so that we can get more people into the village, take care of some of these other jobs. Do have a hitching post here. We can upgrade it to a small stable. It'll only cost us a couple wood. I'll do that later because right now the building family that we have right now is currently finishing up the church, and I want to get these 2 homes finished as well. And there's our church. So our church is finished. Let's go ahead and take a road here. We'll go ahead and attach that. And we do have a little spot of land right here that we can put stuff in if we need to, right here next to the church. And we now have our other area claimed, as you can see. And then, like I said, the main reason we did this is because of that rich salt deposit there. So right now we're on the same footing as the Baron. We both have 2 territories apiece. However, he can grab them a lot quicker than I can. He has that influence and stuff built up. We've got to get to another 1,000. And it's going to take a minute before that actually happens. So don't want to put a family in there right now. We'll work on that later on down the road. Like I said, get these homes built so that we can get more people in here to fill in these jobs at the storehouse, the granary, the logging camp. We are in the month of April. They are still plowing the field. Let's see what we have here. These homes, we can't do any of these yet until we get to the next level. Construction finished, mercenary companies available. All right, we also have another house in, and we got another family in. That's what we needed. So let's put somebody here in the storehouse, because I know we've got fish coming in. Wait a minute, hold up. 25, yeah. Plus, they can go over and get the meat and any other food that's around, vegetables, possibly. We do not have anyone in the hunting camp right now because I wanted to get this wild animals to build back up. So we have a lot of people that are currently not in a job or not doing anything at the current moment. So got to work on that. I do have my lumber mill working in this area. The reason being for that, in case you guys missed it last time, is because of that rye right there, how green that rye is. It's a good rich deposit. A little bit of green right there for the wheat, just a little spot right there in the middle. So you see, we don't have really good fertile lands around here for the wheat. Flax is not really that great either. Barley is very non-existent as well. There is a good spot right down here for the barley, which we will probably jump on, because we are going to need barley for our tavern later on down the road. Let's speed our folks back up. I don't know why it slowed down on me there. I didn't mean for it to. One vegetable garden working. I don't know. This one here's already got some planted, I guess. This one was done before this house was done. Don't remember. And we still have all these 4 families down here working too. All right, so we got another home built. Let's see, this one right here. Is it connected to the road? All right, so we got more people coming in, joining current family members. So let's keep the fish going, because that's our main priority for food right now. We've got a ton of leather. What is that? Planks. We got a ton of planks. Do we have anybody in the plank shop? So we don't need any more planks right now. Decent shields, decent firewood. We do have someone in the firewood still, so that's good. That's not good. So the firewood has dropped a little bit. So we will probably end up changing these 2 houses to make it extend out a little bit further like these, but I don't know how that, if we'll even worry about that. I know the field will eventually get bigger because it is a little bit more area back here for the wheat is still green. A lot of this area here. Somebody tried to carve some dude a new nipple. That's what he just said. Don't think we need anyone right now in the storage because there's nothing that's really done for us to go pick up or anything just yet. And now I'm just trying to hurry and get this field finished plowed. I can't do that because then I won't have anyone to lead the oxen. See, when you don't have a family assigned, where you leave one unassigned, they will come and control the oxen. At least that's what it was popped up and said to me on our last playthrough that we did. Well, it looks like she's out here picking, or this person, I say she looks like she got a cover on her head. She does. So she's out here tilling up the ground and picking a lot of these fruits or these vegetables up already. We are in May still. Let's see what our marketplace is looking like. Food variety is good. Fish, vegetables, fish, meat, 1 vegetable in one of the places. Yeah, sausages here. That's going to be for your animal pens, I believe, for pigs. You can put animal pens on some of these homes as well. Fuel's doing good, 100%. Well, now at 88. Clothing, we haven't done anything with clothing yet because we still got to get that leather going. We should look. Hunting camp, forager, nothing. That's not the stuff we're looking for. That's not it. This is not it either. Nope. Industry right there. We need a tanner. So we will need a tanner. It costs 4. We have 6. I guess we can go ahead and get them started. But the question is, where do we want to put our next set of homes? We're going to keep it along this main line right here, We could keep it along that main line right there, so they're all right here at the marketplace, and do the next row back here, which would end up us moving the 3 things right here. So where do I put the tanner at? All right, let's go ahead. Let's just put the tanner right here beside the saw. These right here, these 3, eventually I think I'm going to end up moving them anyway, more over here, so they can just, or down here towards the end, so they can just grab all of this that they possibly can. So we'll put that down there so he can start controlling, getting some of these hides down into leather and get some clothing going. We do have another family in, so we'll throw one in the storage house there. Or better yet, let me see. Well, how are we doing on food? I'm not going to put them in the storehouse. I'm going to put them actually in the hunting camp. We already have one at the pond here. I don't know why they're not getting any fish per se. All right, looks like the field has been completely plowed and they are now sowing it. And then once we can move these up to level 2, which would require a lot of lumber, I can start turning these into things like the blacksmith, tailor shop, cobbler, joiner, butcher, bower, and armors. But I've got to get that wood, and I've got to have more families in order to do that. But a lot of that is from right here, because this is that's the growing part. So once they've kind of chilled out in this with the sowing, which that's 69-70% sowing right now. All right, our tannery is done. Oh yeah, they good there. So I'm going to drop 2 families out of that. The reason being is I'm going to put 1 in the tanner and 1 in the logging. Do have someone back in the hunting camp. They've already got some meat there waiting to be picked up. Still don't have anybody I can put in the storage house just yet. Doing good on food, 5 months supply, 7 months of firewood. So getting the tanner going, that will at least give us some basic clothing for everyone. I'm still gonna have to put in the communal oven, the windmill, but we got to get some more logs going so we can get the rest of the stuff up in the housing and everything like that. Probably do need to start setting up our next row of housing. Is there another place that we could possibly put a well besides right there? Can we sneak one in right there? All right, so we're gonna put that well there and get rid of this one. Doing that will open up this little spot here for us to put homes. So I want to I'm kind of thinking something along those lines like that. So what is it? Here's another well, right? Okay, so let's take our road here. Let's just see if we can snake it through. But I don't want to hit where that emmer is good. That rye is good. All right, so the road would have to be on this end and then come back around. And we can put some housing, right in this area here. Maybe we'll probably end up putting a split in the road. So just depending on how we want to turn them towards the marketplace, away, however we want to do that. Probably should have did a little bit better of a job in doing our housing, but it'd be okay. Hide is good. They're starting to break them down into leather, so the tanner is starting to get some work done there. Firewood's at 71. The meat has picked up. Vegetables still at 1, and the fish are dropping. Don't know what's going on with that, because it shouldn't be dropping. Next vegetable plot is going. It is in 10% growth right now. We are only in July, so we have all the way till October, November to really harvest. The game has usually been doing it around October. So, all right, now we're starting to get some fishing, but I don't know why the spoilage rate is high. Do we not have anyone in the granary? We do. They should be going to get that. Leather is getting processed. How are we doing over here? We got 15 meat already. Okay. I won't keep them long in the hunting camp. I will throw them back over here soon. I just want to get this. Damn, 17. They're kicking tail right now with the meat. Like I said, don't understand. Okay, it's still high, but they are starting to get some fish in. So I'm thinking once we get another village built in here, we're gonna have to trade a couple of things back and forth for it to really work. I'm gonna end up probably trading salt for fish, and probably don't see what else is down there. Don't even know if this place. Let's look at this place. How are you guys? Oh, this might be where our farming is going to be taking place at, because it is a lot better than what we currently have. Oh my gosh, look at that rye. It's everywhere. Okay. So this is going to be basically our farming community. So we can send fish down. They can send farming stuff up, flour to our communal oven and to our windmill to get it processed for bread. Okay, so our unit is back. Probably been back for a while, and I'm just sitting here looking like a dummy. But yeah, that's definitely what we're going to end up doing. We do also need to get some more housing in. I can see now we're at 0, 9. It doesn't hold any more people. So let's put some right here. See what we do. Could do something like that. Make it go straight across. Give it some room. There's 3. That would be 2 pretty decent sized ones there. And we can bring that road straight across. What are we looking like on timber? It just says 2. Okay. We'll do that, and we'll just bring that road straight across. We'll do that. That way it's easy for any kind of movement or anything like that to get over to the marketplace, to the church. We might end up throwing some businesses along this shoreline right here, because there's nothing else we can really do. We just have to watch. I mean, we don't need to necessarily worry about that emmer. We'll just use this wheat field, little one that we have here, to keep us going until we get that other province settled, to start bringing up all the produce and rye, barley, and wheat that we need. So we're not really worried about this technically being cleared and used for farming here in this area. All right, we got another stall in finally. Our clothing's at 100%. Variety of foods at 100%. We got fish, meat, and vegetables. Fuel's at 44%. We got to get that built back up, but there was no one in the lumber camp to get us some wood. He is kicking out leather like there's no tomorrow. I do need to get somebody in here. We are getting fish now. 34 fish are sitting there. All right, so is this guy gonna clear us out here? I need you to clear out a lot of that meat and stuff, dude. You got a good amount of it. Just need another one like that. Let's pull him out. Put somebody there. Farm is doing good. We got 2 people in the farm. Don't necessarily need. We could put somebody back at the hunting camp, but I do need a family to start building. So we're at 5 timber. I think what was gonna do 2 here, right? 2 homes. We want to do it here or here. I think it'd be better like this. We could do that, and they both have decent sized fields. Or this one here has a pretty good one. That if we ever have to need, we could actually put this as another vegetable garden. I don't think we will though. So we have those 2 houses. We have a family that's going to be building on those 2 homes. It will take the lumber that we need for other places, but that's going to start getting us more population into the city. August, we've got a few months left before we have to start really working on that. And Tanner won't be going full time either for long, because we will eventually run out of leather or hides. How many hides do we have left? Bandit camp spotted nearby. Let's look at these hides real quick before we. Yeah, where are you at? 9 hides left. So about 10 there. All right, so let's spot out this next bandit camp. See where it might lay. Okay, he's right there. We could probably go take care of that because he did raise up an army. There they are right there. So we want to jump on that before he does. We're going to rally their guys to here. Keep going. All right, there's our unit. Don't think we necessarily need to run, because that will affect our effectiveness and tire our guys out. And I think we'll be there long before he is. By the time we get there, I'm assuming he's going to be like right in here. He is moving pretty quickly. He might be running. Let's go ahead and put our guys to run. He does, the Baron does have a fishing hole in this area. I didn't see that one before, I don't believe. Still at 80 influence. One thing that'll help build that influence up a lot will be once we get our manor in and we can start demanding a few things. Let's tell our guys to hold up there. Once we beat the army, of course, or the little bandits right here, he will pull his army back. Stand your ground. If he breaks, now when they start running in like that, just knock the mess out of them. Basically, slow that down. I do apologize. So you can see our guys here with the big shields and the spears. These guys here just around with clubs. Some have, axes, battle axes. Some have shields. But most of our guys have good training, good equipment. And they're pushing hard. All right, so that was an easy win for us right there. The Raiders are still coming in. I forgot about that. That's 179 days away. We'll have our guys come up here and grab that camp. We lost one guy in that battle. They outnumbered us by one. Let's see. Yeah, they're just now here. Now you'll see, because I defeated them, you see his armies are now going back. Which I'm hoping that each time he does that, it's actually costing him with the money and everything. So it makes him a little bit weaker as far as having the money to continuously press things. All right, so we had 80 and we got 440 now. So that's like what, 360? Something like that. So again, we can send this money back to our town or we can put it in our treasure. I think our town is decent enough because we sent the rest of them there. So let's put this in my treasury, because we will have to have, I think it was 250 gold or whatever this money is to put in a new town, another village in that new province that we got. So we got 106 off that. Our town's at 808. So yeah, I think we're fine with that. Let's get our units back home. They can go ahead and run, because by the time that raider thing gets in, it'll be long taken care of. But we've got to get people in these homes and start getting this other stuff built up. So lumber is a big deal right now. I've got to have a lot of lumber so we can start upgrading these homes. Okay, so this one's available for an upgrade, which means these down here are too. So we'll do that. We could do one. And the reason that we need to hurry up and get these upgraded is so that we can build these little things, of course, for our for the army, our, I guess you say, private army. Doing good there with the fishing. I think just about, no, we still got 10 leather to fix up. Let's check. We got 1 timber, 50 planks, 20 tools, 13 meat, 71 fish, 64 firewood, and we are in the month of September. Look at that. That wheat actually looks like wheat. So crop growth's at 30%. So hopefully by October, it'll be at 100% growth. And we have been stopping the Baron from grabbing any more territories and any of these bandit camps so that we can get the benefits from it. Of course, approval rating is going down, it looks like, a little bit on one of our homes, but that's fine. that'll fluctuate, and it's actually building back up, as you can see. So soon we will need to start dipping into this iron mine. We do have it placed. We'll just have to start dipping into it as far as putting someone there to start gathering iron, and we'll eventually smelt it down, get everything we need out of it. See, once we get that salt we can put on those meats, and that will help preserve the fish, the meat, and everything in the long run, and help us as far as that spoilage rate goes. Still in the month of September, it looks like they went ahead and started harvesting, which they wouldn't have, but they did. That'll go to the granary. We guess we need to go ahead and get those other things built up, that being the windmill and the communal of it. So windmill, we need to make sure it's got good percentage here. I don't want to put it right here at the housing, and that's going to be just like pushing it further away from the source. I got 96% here. I think we can do that. 97. No, I don't have the timber for it yet. Okay. Raiders out, 152 days. Fuel, 89. Food, 89. Clothing at 90. How we looking? All right, so let's pull this guy out of the tannery hut for a little while. I need somebody else in lumber. I need to get that lumber going quickly. So what we do get out of the wheat field should come down here to the granary. I'm going to end up moving these three structures here for sure, and probably just moving them further down or something of that nature. They are clearing out this area here, so we could actually, since we do have that other place down here, we could actually start putting housing, kind of like along this roadway here on the side of this pond. Our road kind of stretches down through here in the trees.
Come one, come all. Feast your eyes on our fine selection.
Let's check it out. 62 in firewood. Says we only get 15 wheat. Find that kind of hard to believe. But threshing priority up, so they'll go ahead and start breaking that down. I only have one family out there. Need to put another family out there if they're going to go ahead and start picking it. So we got one home built before we had to send somebody. Yeah, I need to have some families available for the other stuff. How is our fish doing? Let's pull that person out. They can finish the construction. Just getting more families in here is going to be a big deal too. Especially we got less than 140 days before the Raiders attack, and we need weapons. All right, so this is the first one we put up or got going. We do have another family just moved in. That's good. Let's pause real quick. So what we're going to do here is going to be blacksmith first. Okay, on the blacksmith, and then they have to do construction on it. Next one, we have to move up, and we don't have the wood for it yet. That's why I put somebody else out here on a lumber camp. And like I said, we do have another family in. We have 9 in timber right now, so we should be able to upgrade. Why can't we upgrade this one? What requirements are missing? We'll upgrade that one. So we got 2 more being upgraded. I don't know why that middle one right there won't upgrade. Well, we don't have the timber now, but a minute ago we did. So let them finish that up. It is the month of October. Right now we have 15 in the farmhouse. And they're starting to get more wood in as we go. Can we get this one upgraded yet? Still no. I don't know why it's not meeting the requirements yet. The other ones do. All right, looks like we got that little house here finished now. So we have more homes now available for other families to move in. We do have another section to start putting in more as well. Let's look at one more thing just to be on the safe side. That's not what I wanted. This is what I want. All right, so we have a well there. We'll put one there and one there. That's just to help out, make sure that if in case fires or anything like that happens, there are resources around to help control that. Level 2, level 1, level 2, and it has the blacksmith. It's already built, and we got to see what you guys are working on. I don't want you working on that. I want you working on spears. They can't do too much on that because we don't have any iron ore. All right, I'm just throwing another family in the farm real quick to get that field harvested. Yeah, I know. Can't do any construction work until that's done, but because we don't have anyone available to do it. New mercenaries are hired. 3 timber. New family has moved in. So we do have family back to doing building. Let's look at our food. 69 fish, 4 meat, good leather, good planks, good firewood there still. All right, so our settlement has increased now. And we have a new point to put into development. So that puts us, what, level 2 settlement? And let's see. Well, last time we got heavy plow. So we've got bakeries, we've got fertilization, sheep breeding, orchards, trapping, advanced pond keeping, forest management, beekeeping, foreign suppliers, trade logistics, basic armoring, and charcoal. Think we're going to go for the orchards this time around, maybe, simply because that's going to help with our food. I don't see anything else that's really standing out right now that's going to make a big difference right off. Sheep will bring in the wool and some meats. Trapping will bring in some more meat. Fish upkeep will. Additionally, workers are able to cut holes in the ice. Okay. So that's going to give us fishing year round. I don't think this is going to be a big thing until we start with that other province when we need a big fluctuation of increased food as far as fish go, because that's one of the things we're going to trade for the salt. Orchards take a while to go through with. Let's do fishing. We're going to do advanced upkeep on that because we do have a rich deposit. Season looks like it's about to end. It went from 700 and something to 1430. That was a huge improvement, majorly huge improvement. But we are 116 days out from the raiders coming in. We have a few of our buildings now that are at level 2. We have the blacksmith there. Let's put, let's see. He's level 2. He's working on level 2. He's level 2. He's still level 1. Okay, so he's working on it. He's done. So once that is all done, we will put the rest of the things that we need in here. Cobbler, joiner, all that. We do have 2 vegetable gardens. The wheat field is being harvested right now. And I think we're good so far this year. We've done a lot in this episode. Hopefully once things get taken care of, by the time we come back in the next episode, we'll have all these houses right here upgraded to a level 2 at least, and start working on our military equipment so we can stand up against these raiders coming in 115 days. But until then, we will see you guys next time.